Hello and welcome to the first ever Greatest Games podcast. Today I'm going to be counting down the top 10 games to speedrun if you're a beginner. Games on this list will be ranked on how short the speedrun is, how easy the speedrun is, how well it teaches you core speedrunning mechanics, as well as how popular the speedrun is in the speedrunning community. Number 10 is Celeste. I chose Celeste because it's not particularly hard to speedrun, and it's fairly popular to speedrun. However, nothing really unique stands out about it, which places it at number 10. Number 9 is Hollow Knight, a game that requires quite a few technical tricks in order to beat it. However, none of these are too complicated, so it's very accessible to beginners. The game is also very popular in the speedrun community, so there are plenty of tutorials and guides that can help beginners. Finally, there are multiple endings to the game. This allows you to change how long your speedrun takes and how hard it is based on which ending you decide to go for. Number 8 is Pikmin, a game where you can very easily keep track of your speedrun time due to the in-game day counter, which tells you exactly how long you've been playing for. This game is also a very short speedrun, only taking a little over an hour to speedrun. This makes it very accessible to beginners. This is also a very exact speedrun, so there are plenty of guides online on exactly what to do and when. Number 7 is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. This game isn't exactly considered a speedrun game, however it features many tricks and mechanics commonly used in speedruns. This will allow you to practice with this game for other speedruns that you may want to attempt in the future. Finally, this game is also a very short speedrun, being able to easily run it in less than an hour. Number 6 is Super Mario World. If you're brand new to speedrunning, one of the few speedruns you've probably heard of is Super Mario World. This game is incredibly popular to speedrun. This is mostly due to a popular glitch that was discovered that allows you to beat the game in less than 15 minutes. It is also a very easy and simple game, making mistakes much less prevalent in runs. You can also try for a much longer glitchless speedrun. This will take a little longer, but it'll be much easier to achieve. Number 5 is Metroid 2: Return of Samus. The key to this speedrun is routing. This is because there are very few bosses or other obstacles, meaning the bulk of the run will be made up of getting from point A to point B as fast as possible. This also means that most of the run is made up of downtime, making it very easy for a beginner to tackle. Number 4 is the original Super Mario Bros. This is by far the oldest game on this list, with it hitting its 35th anniversary later this year. It's however still very popular in the speedrunning community, being run very frequently to this day. In the same vein as Super Mario World, this is a very easy and simple game to learn, making mistakes less common. There are a few complicated tricks and mechanics used in this speedrun, however none of them are required and you can easily complete it without using any of them. Number 3 on the list is Spelunky. Spelunky is one of my personal favorite games to speedrun for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the game is procedurally generated. This helps you to think quick on your feet, a skill that's required for speedrunning. The other reason is that it's a very quick speedrun. You can easily run it in less than 5 minutes without much difficulty. This means that if you make a big mistake and have to restart, you're only set back about 5 minutes. I would highly suggest to any beginner that Spelunky be the first game they speedrun, since it helps you with skills that you're going to need to master other speedruns. Next up on the list at number 2 is Super Metroid. Super Metroid is a very interesting speedrun game. This is partially because there's a secret ending to the game that some speedrunners go for, even though it takes a little longer. This is a very popular game to speedrun, however it has a few more advanced tricks in it than some of the other games on this list. As such, I would recommend trying to speedrun specific segments before trying to do a full speedrun of the game. And finally, the number 1 speedrun for beginners is Super Mario 64. The reason for Super Mario 64 being in the number 1 spot is because it has all the calling cards of a good speedrun for beginners. It has multiple routes to the finish, it has simple to master techniques, and it's a very popular game to speedrun, being the most popular game in the world. Super Mario 64 is also one of the 4 games required for the completion of the Super Mario 64 602 star speedrun. This speedrun is an insane marathon that lasts for nearly 25 hours, requiring you to get all 120 stars in Super Mario 64, all 120 shines in Super Mario Sunshine, all 120 stars in Super Mario Galaxy, and all 242 stars in Super Mario Galaxy 2. This run is not for the faint of heart. Well, that's it for the top 10 speedruns for beginners. I hope you enjoyed this list, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.